This is classroom 3A. I don't know much about the upperclassmen. This is classroom 3B. None of the upperclassmen seem to adore curry. You know, fun fact, I've never had curry. Hey, have you noticed how the girl in the nurse's office wears long sleeves even in the summer? Yeah, she's always wearing that long jacket. Could it be because her older brother bullies her? I don't know. Probably. Maybe. Probably not in this universe. This is class 3C. They gape at me like an underclassman with some exotic creatures. Sweet. Anything over here? Nope. Roof! The door to the rooftop is locked, of course it is. There's a do not enter sign hung on the doorknob. Well, blah. Can I go to this bathroom? The boys' bathroom. I don't really need to go now. I'm assuming I can't go to the girls'. Anything in the... Oh, yeah. Oh, this guy. Oh yeah, Harry, we got a new teacher. Hopefully they're nice and not a total control freak. Hey, Sakura. Oh, it's you, brother. I heard that you've been skipping out on the archery club's morning practices lately. Why haven't you been showing up? Where do you get off taking a break without my say-so? But I get it now. You've been going to their house again, haven't you? Yes, I have been going there. But I just wanted to help and... Let me guess, you feel like you're obligated to, right? Jeez. Why must you be so damn naive? Wait a sec. What was that just now? Anyway, if someone gets hurt, just leave them to suffer. Just do what I tell you to, and things will be a-okay. I mean, it seems like people get some kind of perverse thrill from getting in my way. To force one of my dear little sisters miss valuable practice time. That's not how it was at all. I wasn't forced to do anything, I wanted to help. Why is it so wrong to help those who need it? Ha! Isn't it only fools and the weak who manage to get themselves hurt somehow? And why help anybody out? Will that person ever pay you back or help in return? Of course they won't. And if you think otherwise, you're an idiot. I won't be used by it anymore. It's better to treat others as cattle. And isn't it time for you to admit to feeling the same way? But for me, that option... Stop right there. I don't care what you have to say. Stop going to that house, Sakura. Got it? What's up, BB? I mean, Sakura. Oh, hi. Can I help you with anything? If you ever start feeling unwell, please come by the nurse's office. This academy's garden is up ahead. It looks like it's under renovation, okay. I also meant to say, about what I know total about this game, is not much, other than Nero, Tomomo, and Emiya. Obviously that's BB, that's Shinji. What I learned from Inu's Fae Extra playthrough, and just like a few other bits and pieces, and the stuff from Last Encore, but we won't talk about Last Encore. I'm assuming we can't go in the rooms, yeah. Wait a sec, is Nurse Sakura really related to Shinjimaru's, or really Shinjimaru's little sister? Where'd you get that idea? They don't look anything alike. Huh? She's not. I'm not really sure I feel for her, though. It's like she's the topic of a million rumors. Plus, she has Shinji as a brother. If I was her, my diary would be longer than War and Peace. You actually keep a diary? How archaic. I never expected something like that from you. I'm assuming talking does the same thing. Room 1C, yeah. Nothing over there. Cafeteria is just up ahead. It looks like they're still here. Boo! Can we do anything outside? Oh, nope. Out of the blue, a feeling that something was moving behind the door overcame me. As a rule, students aren't allowed inside of the supply room. It might just be a rat or something. For some unknown reason, I find my eyes drawn to the door of the supply room when the door is suddenly violently thrown open. What do you think you're doing? Without a warning, a man appears from the shadows. Dressed in black with a dour expression, the person in question is very intimidating. But that sense of intimidation is immediately replaced with extreme discomfort and unease. A sudden, overwhelming sense of danger gives me goosebumps all over my body. His cold, blank stare sends chills down my spine, as though he is marking me for death. For some reason, it feels as if he's deciding whether to break my neck or skin me alive. Which would be worse, breaking your neck or being skinned alive? I definitely think the skinned alive is. Odd, your name doesn't appear to be on the list, but I had better make sure. He begins to mutter under his breath while at the same time he reaches out with his right hand. The chills running down my spine gain intensity as waves of nausea and vertigo wash over me. I feel like a rabbit watching the wolf draw near. Maybe this isn't just raw terror. I think he's holding something that makes me feel this way. You're not even trying to fight. My instincts aren't as sharp as they should be. I need to rest. The note of disgust in his voice is obvious, and he slowly lowers his hand. The paralysis that seemed to take hold of me suddenly fades away. The man continues to look down on me with one of those dead eyes of his. Just one? Or did I just read it? Students are forbidden to entering the supply room. You do well to remember that. The campus is about to close. If you have nothing else to do, I advise you to go home now. I have stuff to do. Don't make me go home. Is there anything else? My name is Mr. Kazuki. I will be teaching here, starting today. The man who introduces himself as Mr. Kazuki turns and heads back into the supply room. With that, the final bell begins to chime, signaling the end of the school day. Everything begins to progress as normal, as if nothing out of the ordinary had happened. But still, I'm sore and slicked with sweat. All too real reminder of what had happened. Wonderful. Now we have a teacher with an obvious murder intent, or murderous intent, teaching at our school. Also, I don't want to end. Sweet. Look who's here. It's the newspaper club's ace. Got any leads? What? Did you forget? You have to write Unsolved Mysteries of Tsukihara article. Ugh. Come on. I told you yesterday there wasn't much time left before the deadline. Well, whatever. Your work's always good, so I'll leave this in your capable hands. Jeez, my benevolence is like a Black Panther running around. Yes, that doesn't make any sense. So that's that. I've got some of the investigating. It's your job to do the rest. Don't look surprised. There's a method to my madness. Okay, so about the first preview edition. The one called Gateway to the Paranormal. So listen, there's supposedly an entrance to the spirit world at the rear of the archery range. One time, a male student who got bullied a lot there was told to pick up trash there and vanish. Everyone's totally convinced that there's paranormal activity going on back there. Isn't that scary? I mean, ridiculous? Anyway, go sniff out the truth. Leave no stone unturned. Your nose and eyes are the tools of the trade for the journalist. Got it? You're the mysterious one. Your reply should be, yes ma'am. Alright, hop to it. We're counting on you to unravel the mysteries of Tsukimahara. Like the editor-in-chief always says, you can't avert your eyes from life's mystery. You heard what the editor-in-chief has to say. Hurry up and solve the mysteries of the Paranormal Gate. To tell the truth, that story is really scary. I'm assuming nothing's here. Yeah. Schoolyard. An interest in the spirit world? No clue. Maybe you should ask the archery club advisor Fujimura. Want to know where Tiger is? Wouldn't she be at the archery range or something? We can't go over this way. The priest from the Emperor Chapel should be coming to school. Has been coming to school lately. He's tall, dark, and handsome. Mostly dark. Nothing. Okay. You come in the middle of cleaning. Those archery club kids don't even unstring their bows. The worst is when they leave their arrows stuck in the target mail. I usually make the kids do it, but there's no club activities leading up to the exam, so I'm doing it. Huh? An interest in the spirit world? That's just a rumor, it's not real. The exams are right around the corner, so don't waste your time on stuff like that. Go home, shoot, shoot! What appears in the archery range isn't the entrance to the spirit world, but it is Miss Fujimura. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. She's behind one of Tsukimahara's mysteries. It's fitting. I'll report this tomorrow so I can go home if I want. A day will pass if you go home. We'll go ahead and go home. I don't think there's anything else. Save? Yes. Save. Save complete. Humble days are precious as gold dust. Where are the buyers? As I walk into class, the girls that normally flock around Shinji Mato aren't there. Shinji seems to be in a bad mood today. His usual posse of girls is keeping their distance. I'll ask him if something's happened. What? Like I tell you if anything happened to me. Which, it didn't. Nothing at all had happened. Hey, you know the Ice Queen Ren Tosaka? You mean Fish-Eyed Ren? She thinks so much, she's so much better than everyone else. At first I thought that she would be the only one who understood how lonely it is up at the top. I tried talking to her yesterday, but I got nowhere. Maybe I just intimidated her or something. No, that's probably because, you know, you suck. I might have lost a few points for getting violent, but girls who talk back to me or to get slapped, I never hook up with such a violent, stuck-up bitch like that, no matter how hot she is. What a waste. She'd be perfect if she'd just keep her mouth shut. You agree with me, right? Right? It looks like there's some tension between Shinji and Ren Tosaka. Knowing Shinji, he probably hit on her and got shot down. Yeah, that sounds about right. And why'd she take a shot at me? I thought she was going spinning star kick me next. He continues to whine under his breath. I can only imagine how sleazy Shinji was being with her. Normally a super aggressive approach works, but obviously it didn't work with Ren. Life's more interesting when it's got a little shakeups like this. As if right on cue, Miss Fujimura barges into the classroom as the bell sounds. Phew, I made it. Good morning, everyone. Alright, no one's absent, and since there are no announcements, let's just start homeroom. As soon as she turns to reach for the chalk, she trips and falls, as she always does. As she falls, her fingernails drag across... Oh, that's an awful noise to hear. Drags across the blackboard with a horrifying sound. And thus another typically mundane day begins anew. And though the Great War had finally come to an end, regional conflicts still persist. Despite the suffering on previous generations, battles are still waged 30 years on. Standing behind the lectern today is the school's newest teacher, Guzuki. Although I suppose he's teaching math, his lesson seems to have gone off on a tangent. I would say so. I mean, the number 30 was in there. I guess that's a number. Now, instead of armies, attacks an even greater number are being carried out by terrorists. In an attempt to suppress these terrorist groups, with that, the bell signaling the end of our classes sounds. And with the end of the day, here the tension in the classroom drops immediately. Alright, let us end here today. Oh yes, before I forget, there's an announcement from the student counselor. Recently, a rise in number of slashing incidents has made the surrounding area dangerous. With that in mind, keep any detours to a minimum and head home as quickly as possible, so let's not do that. Get home quickly. Good advice, but I still have to finish a few assignments for the journalism club. Why am I so gung-ho about investigating the school's 7 wonders is a mystery even to me, but it seems important for some reason. I have to turn in yesterday's report. I better go see the editor-in-chief this evening. You're investigating a story right now? Maybe I should join the journalism club too. The editor-in-chief was looking for her. She was going on about being late with an article. Us late? No. Never. Strange happenings on campus. I wonder who comes up with all those rumors. Did you see that punk around? I mean, Shinji? Of course. Don't say that to his face, though. Hey, guess what? I just passed this gorgeous girl on the stairs. Could she be a new student? What? I'm sure you're just talking about Ren from Class B. Ren Tosaka? Never heard of her. It's because she's a ninja. Ninja Ren. You really never heard of her. Pretty, athletic, smart, classy, fish-eyed, or a stuck-up Miss Perfect, who all the guys adore and all the girls despise. It wouldn't be unrealistic to call Ren the most popular girl in the whole school. Are you pulling my leg? Girl, you're so dense you probably wouldn't even feel it if I pulled your leg anyway. Get dunked on. Well, I'm not dense. Much. But she wasn't wearing her school uniform. She was wearing red. How do you explain that? I don't know. I hadn't noticed it. How do you not notice a red uniform out of everyone else as being a normal uniform? Huh? Maybe I'm remembering wrong. You would. Come on, let's hurry up to our club. Yeah. Mr. Kusuki. Everyone says he's scary, but he's actually a good teacher. Uh, 2C? This is class 2C. Okay. I'm assuming we can't get into any of the classrooms, so... Hey, guess what I heard from my friend? But... Huh? What is it? Miss Fujimura is living with one of the students here. Ew, you mean like that romantically? But that's taboo! Wait a minute. Okay, nope, two different people. Gotcha. Fine, hello fellow journalists. How did the case of the archery range go? I see it was Miss Fujimura, the editor-in-chief, who will want to hear about that. Good work on the investigation report to the editor-in-chief. Alright, we'll go and talk to you. Alright, Clubs Ace, did you find out anything yesterday? Mm-hmm. Interesting, so it was Tiger. Of course, there'd be no interest in the spirit world. What do you think this is, Mementos? Thanks to you, the article will be great. Are you ready for the next article assignment? The next unsolved mystery is... Yesterday there was a girl dressed in red on the rooftop. Rumors about Little Red Rooftop are spreading. Go find out what this is all about. The journalist lets the news guide to their feet. To the rooftop! Or, I'll continue to do what I've been doing. Isn't our school weird? I can put my finger on it, but maybe there's the teachers or the classes. Like, everything feels artificial somehow. Huh? Wait. Would that mean that... Ghost! That's it. That's it. Oops. Don't mind me. The crazy sometimes comes out. Alright, cool. Can we get in the library yet? Library. Nope. I don't think we can get into any of this stuff until 2 more days. For some strange reason, I feel like there's a door here. What do you want? Oh, also, I don't know. I know, like I said, when we get to the point, I don't know if we'll do it this week or not. And it's time to actually pick Nero for the servant. Let me know what her, like, optimal build is. I know it's, like, pretty much you go straight into attack or strength. Faculty's office. For some reason, Shinji keeps messing with the door. I wonder what he's up to. Yo, Shinji. That's weird, but I want to open. What? You haven't left yet? Wait, don't tell me. No, never mind. Losers like you shouldn't be on campus right now. Who knows, you might get whacked by the killer. Hey, don't say they didn't warn you. What are you up to? Shut it, you. It won't mean anything to a nerd like you, but wait. Why am I explaining anything to you? Just get the hell out of here already. I'm gonna go hit on your sister. This is the nurse's office. I guess I won't hit on your sister, Shinji. Not like I'd hit on BB anyways, because I am fully aware what BB is and capable of. The cafeteria is just up ahead. It looks like they're still getting ready. Can we go outside? Is there anything to do outside before we go to the rooftop? Don't girls get cold when they wear flowery skirts? Soon the time will come for you to pick a side in the nerd war. Yo, Saber Wars 2. Confirmed. Comic books are so much better than manga. That guy over there, though, likes big eyes and small mouths. What? I love this manga. It's my favorite. Don't tell Tiger or she'll confiscate it. Tiger. Do you think the fly on the wall or the fly on the men's pants has a better view? What? Why is it called a fly in the first place? You know what? That guy brings up interesting questions. Me? Living with a student? No, I'm his guardian. I'm just his guardian. The child of one of my parents' friends had been living alone, so I've been helping out. Which means that I go over to his house, but not that I live with him. I don't. Not at all. Hey, what's with that face? I don't believe you. You don't believe your own teaching? Or teacher? You're a good kid. You don't even know what those bad kids mean by living together, right? Right? And now your teacher needs to give those kids who are spreading rumors a little educational guidance.